Hey y'all, it's your boy Legend Forever. I promise next time my next video will be hate messages again. I know how much y'all like those and see all the dumbasses online. Anyways, I just want to get something off my chest. As you all know, I'm a hardcore Duke Nukem fan, okay? Hardcore to the point that I have a lot of Duke memorabilia, some of it really rare. Anyways, Duke Nukem Forever just came out, and already the media is shitting on it. IGN, GameSpot gave it a 3 out of 10. They gave this game a 3 out of 10. Are you fucking kidding me? You gave Duke Nukem Forever a 3 out of 10. And let me tell you why that pisses me off. First of all, those reviews are so unprofessional. They go into it up front saying, oh, we're not Duke Nukem fans anyways. Okay, so why review the game? I'm not saying you had to be a fan, but at least go in there with an open mind. Okay? Already they were shitting on the game. So, right there, they lost credibility with me. Second of all, people are shitting on the game saying the graphics are not good. Okay, are you kidding me? The graphics on Duke Nukem Forever are amazing. Yes, it runs on an older engine, Unreal 2.5, because the game or the engine that's out now is Unreal 3. As many of you know, that runs Gears of War. Okay, so if you're wanting this game to look like Gears of War, you're gonna be disappointed. Okay, yes, this is a game based on the '90s. Okay, yes, even though it came out in this year, 2011, it is a '90s game at heart. That's what makes Duke Nukem unique. Yes, there is a lot of people are bitching about how there's only a 2 weapon limit. Okay, but you know what? They did that because they want to balance the game out. They know it'd be way too easy if you're going through a game with 8 or 10 weapons or 20 weapons, finding ammo boxes, and just getting all this limited amount of ammo and just zip through the game. Okay, this isn't Duke Nukem 3D. Duke Nukem 3D was a good game. I'm not knocking Duke Nukem 3D. However, a lot of people are also dissing on the ego meter, which is like a regenerator. They're trying to cater to the modern crowd too of today. Like Gears of War, you're almost dead. You run, you fucking hide, and your health replenishes on its own. Yes, that does happen. However, Duke Nukem Forever does have its flaws. I'm not saying this game is perfect, and before I even say what I think of the game, I just want to say people need to know their history about this game. This game has been in development for 15 fucking years. The company who made it, 3D Realms, was so lazy that every time a new engine would come out, they were like, oh, start all over again. Start all over again on Duke Nukem Forever. Let's just rebuild it. Okay, that was laziness on their part. They were trying to make Duke, this epic game, and I already knew it wasn't going to be that. They said it was going to change conventions, it was going to change the world. We know that wasn't going to happen, okay? But eventually that company lost all their funding. They went bankrupt in 2009, laid off their entire staff. Triptych Games, who are some of the people who worked on the game originally, before 3D Realms closed its doors, continue to make this game from their homes. From their homes for six fucking months without pay. Without pay. They made sure, or they were making sure, Duke Nukem Forever was going to be complete. Okay? Gearbox should be commended for picking up the license and make sure Duke Nukem Forever is going to be released. They have the IP. They made sure that this game was going to see the light of day. It was only going to be a PC-based game, but Gearbox said no. It needs to also be on console because that's the broader mass. And for that, they should be commended. Gearbox should be commended. People knock on Gearbox that they really need to know is Gearbox did not develop the game. They polished it. They simply picked it up and just put the finishing touches on it. They didn't work on it or anything like that. They didn't develop it. So that needs to be said. Okay, now that that's out the way, Duke Nukem Forever, it's a good game. It's a solid game. Now, it does have its flaws. The control can be clunky to complete shit, especially when you're underwater, when you're having intense gunfights, especially in multiplayer. The controller does get a little clunky. However, there's a lot of interactivity to do in that game. Like, you can play pool, you can play air hockey, you can play, whack-a-mole, go to a strip club, drink beer, get drunk in the strip club, like get drunk with the strippers when they're giving you a lap dance, watch a porno. There's so many things you can do in this game. It's unbelievable. It's not very well executed, but it's there, and you know what they were trying to do. It's not perfect, okay? Now, a lot of people say, okay, this game is based on the 90s. Well, it's not like Duke Nukem 3. Okay, people who play Duke Nukem 3 should know Duke Nukem ran like a crackhead, he ran like a hobo on crack. He was always running too fast. The game was completely unbalanced. This game tries to balance it out by giving you a 2-weapon limit. Okay? Now the only problem I also have with this game is that the game kicks your ass if you do not do what it wants you to do. For example, there was a situation where I was having this epic roof battle, okay? Swarm of pig cops are coming in, okay? 2 shrinkers on the ground. I have my shotgun or another weapon, but I'm using the shrinker to, you know, kill them. Instead, after I kill all the pit cops, 2 more enemies come. Now these guys hover and they shoot missiles from their ass. They're already hard to beat as it is. So I get killed when I load from that last checkpoint. The 2 shrinkers are still there. Basically the game said, oh, you fucked up, so let us tell you, or here's what we're trying to say to you, dumbasses. Don't use those shrinkers until the stronger enemies come. They don't do a very good job explaining that to you. For that, they lose a point for that. Okay, that's pretty. And also I have a complaint about the insane difficulty. Now I love challenges. I love beating games on the hardest mode. To me, that's just like a good adrenaline rush. However, Duke Nukem Forever, that's lazy. How the developers made that was complete laziness on their part. Not only is it completely cheap, but for example, the AI is not that good. The AI will shoot you once and you're dead, but it's still dumb as hell. It's stupid. Like, a pig cop can hit you one time and you're dead. And another thing I have with the ecosystem is, you know, it's so unbalanced. You don't know how many shots you're going to take before you're dead. Okay, you can take 1 shot and you're dead. Like, you don't even get a warning. You're just dead instantly. It doesn't, like, start to flicker red so you can duck for cover. It is, you just die instantly. It's so unbalanced. It's so unpredictable. For that, they do lose another point for that. That's pretty lazy on their part. However, Duke Nukem Forever's multiplayer is one of the saving graces of this game. The gameplay itself, not just in multiplayer, but in campaign, it's solid. It's not perfect, but we knew this game wasn't going to be perfect after 15 years. Okay? It's solid. It's Duke Nukem at heart. Okay? If you're not a Duke Nukem fan, I don't know what to tell you. And people say, oh, well, it's not like Halo or Call of Duty. You know what? Call of Duty's campaign takes 4 hours to beat. Because all you do is run around and shoot shit. Duke Nukem at least attempts to break the mold. It's, you know, you go to a strip club, you don't fight, you just do what you gotta do. You go, you know, get lap dances, you go on a little, you know, quest hunt, you know, or, you know, you go a little item quest or whatever. It does that. It does a good job of doing that. And for that, they deserve another point for that. Now, this game does not deserve a 10. I want to say it does. I really want to say as a hardcore Duke Nukem fan, the game deserves a 12 out of 10. That's not the case. Duke Nukem Forever does not deserve a perfect score. I think, honestly, it deserves a 7. A 7 out of 10. That's my honest opinion. Duke Nukem Forever is a solid game. People need to quit knocking it, shitting on it, unless you try it, gamefly it, redbox it, do whatever you gotta do. People who are knocking the game before they're playing it, you're a moron. You're a bigger moron than the people at IGN or GameSpot or whoever, okay? Or wherever. Duke Nukem Forever, 7 out of 10. My final opinion, my final score. You can hate on me if you want, whatever. And before I go, I just want to show you how hardcore of a Duke Nukem fan I am. You see my Duke Nukem action figure? It's awesome, right? You see my Duke Nukem autograph I got from the creators and the legend himself, John St. John, the voice of Duke Nukem. Also, I'm one of the only people who had the Duke Nukem Music to Score by soundtrack in perfect condition that came out in 1999. It's my crowning jewel right there. So, as you can see, I'm a hardcore Duke Nukem fan. Don't knock Duke Nukem Forever unless you try it. This is my final opinion. Thank you for watching. Peace out.